Hello, welcome to the Modcast. I'm Wokey and I'm here with Toast.
Hey,
That's it. And no one decided to show up today. So before you go saying, oh man, Zen's not on here, Zen knew what time we were going to record today. Or maybe he didn't. You know? Benefit of the doubt. Maybe nobody knew. Maybe only me and Toast knew. Right, Toast?
it's so dead.
Yes, it is. Speaking of dead, Global, it got Vegeta Blue and Rose. Is it
It's
dead?
not dead anymore.
It's not dead anymore. It's been revived. People are playing it now. I'm now the
I've
last.
honestly really considered starting Global only because it's in the golden age
It's in a pretty
that I
good
miss
time.
so much.
It's a very good time to be playing Global right now because it was a great time at that time to be playing Japan. So I don't blame people going to Global now because it's in a good time as opposed to the shit time that it is in Japan now, where everyone just argues over stupid shit. At least back then things
Yeah,
were better. Things were
and they
pure.
actually they got a pretty great deal with the multis. I have it up if we want to read all of it.
Yeah, go ahead read it because the multi is actually real different from Japan.
Yeah, so it's a step-up banner. So Blazing players will be familiar with this, except you don't get a featured card at the end. So Step 1 is a 25 stone multi-summon. Step 2 is a 30 stone multi-summon. You get 150 mil god ticket with it. Step 3, you do just a regular multi and get 3 tickets. Step 4 is a free multi. 5 through 7 are just regular multis with 5 tickets per each. 8 is a free multi, and then after you complete it, it just goes to step 5. And it's
And
pretty great.
that is pretty great. It lets you get tickets, which was something that was always a pain in the ass in Japan when the tickets batching came in. Is that as soon as you ran out of tickets, that was it. You never pulled on
Then
that
you went to
banner.
the crappy rate banner.
Exactly. All you were left with was like a shitty banner. That's why in Japan we were always saying like never pull on it because in our experience there was no reason. But in global, all of a sudden you're like, oh, we hear people saying don't pull on it. Let's actually make it worth pulling. And also here, tickets. Everyone has some. Everyone gets some. So that's great. You know,
That's
that's
pretty good.
yeah. I don't ever want to hear global people complain again. Never. Shut the fuck up. We are now even. Potentially you are better now. So be
No, no,
happy.
no, no, no. There is one reason to complain.
All right, go ahead. Tell me
They
my.
don't have a rally.
That's true, but it started to translate slowly, but it translates.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Let's check the status on that, actually. I'm curious.
Which is funny because by the time it's released, no one will have any stones for Aurelie, and they'll miss out on amazing units. Because they
Yeah.
wasted all of it trying to get Rose and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, which is the real shame. Did you find what you were looking up? I forgot what you were looking up.
I was gonna see the status on the translations.
Oh, it's only. I can tell you right now. The tech one is translated, and SDR Kid Goku is half translated. That's the current status.
Ah,
The rest still untranslated. But hey, someday. And let's see, what else is
so
going.
the only thing Goku is missing is like one link and his super.
Alright, it's not too bad. What else is going on in Global now that you play Global? What's going
I
on?
don't play global. I said I'm considering playing global.
Uh huh. Is that true? How can I
Yeah,
tell
it is
anymore?
actually. I don't even have a Dokkan account right now, Loki.
Okay, fair enough.
Like I don't even have JP.
You have nothing. You're a man
I
at
don't have
neutral.
anything.
You're a neutral ground. You're at ground
Yes, and
zero.
I'm free from Dokkan's grasp for just a little bit longer.
Good. I've been too actually. Now actually let's take a break before we go into Japan to talk about other games. In a segment I'm calling Better Games Than Dokkan. Toast,
Other games.
what have you been doing in our break
I-
from your break from Dokkan?
I've been playing Breath of the Wild.
How you enjoying
It is
that?
a fantastic game.
Is it? I've been really interested in it since I'm a big fan of. I'm not one of those like huge fan of Zelda where I'm super into like super judging every single one of them. I'm more like, is this a Zelda game? Cool, I want to play it, and that's about as far as I go.
Yeah, mainly I'm just playing it because it's a Zelda game, but it really, I think, has lived up
to
to all the
the
hype I've
to,
heard.
to the hype. Yeah, I'm real interested in that too. I know you're playing it in some shady means. but I wish
It's
to.
I'm using an emulator,
Yeah,
and
which
it
fair.
performs alright.
I hear like occasionally you have like I've seen some of the posts where it like loses all textures.
It either loses all textures or it crashes. Or there's the worst bug where it'll just slow down to 0.30 FPS.
Oof. I think more than actual graphical stuff, when something loses frame rate, that's maybe that's like the deal breaker.
Yeah, that's an emulator issue.
Yeah.
I know that last one is.
Yeah, fair enough. To be fair, that is an emulator issue, but I'm just saying in games in general, if you want us to know what turns me off more, it is literally losing some frames. I would like
Yeah, I've managed to deal with it
so
because I love this game.
yeah. I definitely want to play it whenever I plan to get a Switch, which I do plan to get. It's just a matter of when because I want some Switch games, and I figure I'm going to be waiting for other Switch games. I may as well get the longest Switch game, which is literally just that Zelda game.
Yeah. I actually do have a Wii U. I'm just not playing on it.
Yeah, fair enough. A lot of people. That's the same for a lot of people. I also have a Wii U, and I'm not buying the Wii U version, even though I could, but still.
Yeah.
And for me, I've been playing a lot of Persona 5 still, which I've been playing for the past 3 weeks or so. Yeah, 3 weeks or so. Still good. Real fun. Toast, have you ever heard of anything besides my crazy ramblings about Persona 5?
No, I have not. I have like no idea what Persona is.
Okay. It's a JRPG series in which half of it is spending time with demons and dungeons, and then the other half is playing the life of a Japanese high school boy. And in one case, in 3, a girl. So half the game is either you're fighting demons or you're going out trying to make friends and either dating girls. Sometimes it's both. And you try and balance your real life with the dungeon life. And this is the 5th in the series.
Interesting.
Yes, it's a very interesting series. 5 is great. It has some crazy ass style. It's got nothing but crazy ass animations, which I'm big as a fan of animation, big fan of that. So I've been playing that for like literally 3 weeks. I'm maybe almost done. I'm 70 hours in, and I think I might have 30 more hours, but I'm not sure.
It sounds like a good game then if you can get 100 hours out of it.
Yeah, well, would you? So I think collectively, if I considered all the hours I put into 4, I think I put in 1,000 hours into Persona 4, and also 1,000 hours into Persona 3.
Dang.
And that's just it. Like tracks all the times you replayed it because you can just continue on with the same file over and over and over again. So I just have like a crazy high. When it was on the PS2, it just had like a crazy high hour count, and I've replayed those games for years. So yeah, fun, like them. And that's been other games that we've been playing. Now we can move on to Japan. So Toast,
Japan is dead.
I heard there's a Majin Vegeta LR now.
Yeah, we have another LR. It's like what Mayo said. He's good, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have a proper place.
Yeah, I think. Well, for the time being, like, yeah, there's
And it's like, it also kind of sucks because the thing with LRs has always been their 18 key is extremely good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, for him, you don't even want it unless you're doing tournament.
Yeah, his 18 key is an AoE, and his normal key is just. I actually have never seen his 12 key or his 18 key because I just assume he does not exist. But I assume he just blows up everything, right?
So it's basically Final Explosion.
Okay. Yeah, it's so fucking weird, man. I don't like how they've been. Nobody likes how they've been fucking releasing these LRs.
It sucks.
It sucks. They're like barely on the banner, and I want to mention this now because we literally got an email about it. I'll keep them basically anonymous. They know who they are though, where they were it was literally like these kind of like banners where, and this has always been something that happens to these kind of gacha games where it's gambling. So people with like gambling addictions, they should not be playing this game. And people who with gambling addictions do play this game. So when they play this game and then they hear about like these crazy LR units and then they see this banner and they fucking go for it when they shouldn't. And it's fucked up because I can't help but feel like now that I know, like, me and you play this game differently from a lot of other people. I literally just put my account away so I can't spend any stones on it. And you play it in such a way where you reroll where it doesn't make any sense for you to spend stones on it, right? So we both really don't have much experience with spending a buttload of money on it, but there are people who do, and the people that do spend crazy amounts of money and then they just get straight up fucked for it, and it's not even like an enjoyable experience. Like they're getting like that banner is filled with units that you would basically not even want sometimes. It's worse.
Has Strength Kid be the best card in the game?
It's terrible. It's fucked up. It's a terrible fucking way to do a banner. There's literally no reason to do it other than they're greedy assholes and they want fucking money like crazy. Which I always felt
like unless you use like, Twitter or a sub, you don't even know these units exist.
Exactly. How the fuck would you know that these units exist? They never promote them. They just get added, and unless you look into the metal section, you see like, oh shit, there's a Majin Vegeta in this game? And then you look at the links and you go like, there's another Majin? That's the only way you would know. It doesn't make any sense. Unless they were adding these like Easter egg specials.
That'd be terrible, because let's be real, if they promoted it, we'd be top grossing #1 right now.
Probably, but I think they don't want to promote it literally because they've made... it kind of feels like they're ashamed of what they're doing. It's like...
Could be.
Like, oh my god, we can't tell people about these. Like, literally. Even though they're on V-Jump, though. I don't know, man. It's fucked up. Global will be getting those eventually, too, so have fun with that, Global. That's the part where the game starts being good.
They know not to summon.
Yeah.
Will they take our advice?
But knowing Global, they'll actually, like, he'll have decent rates. He'll be on the fucking banner. And then everything will be fine.
I can actually see that happening.
That's fucked up. That's the point where we are. Where I could totally see for Japan, like, Japan does this, then in Global, they're like, oh no, we actually feature the right one. We don't feature his shitty cousin, the other in Super Saiyan Gohan. Like what they did with...
I have a vendetta against that card. He is the worst thing to ever exist.
They've retroactively made every other version of Super Saiyan Gohan basically trash, and also a terrible thing. They've put a curse into the game.
Because, I've already said, I spent a lot trying to get our Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
And, thing is more soul-crushing than your last or second-to-last multi, and you see in Super Saiyan Teen Gohan, and it's the old one. That is probably one of the worst moments with this game that I ever had.
It's a dick kick, for sure. And what's even funnier is that in the Majin, in the banner for with Majin Vegeta, the other Majin Vegeta is featured, the tech one. So, great job, everyone. Great job, everyone at Bandai. Just give them a round of applause. Now let's move on to the other thing that's happening in Japan. Kid Buu.
Kid Buu.
The Int Extreme Dog Lead. The one everyone was expecting because he's the most intelligent.
Why dog
villain.
lead?
That's what we call them. They're dog leads. They're dogs. The other one, they're not god leads because those were the other units. These are dog leads. Kid Buu, the most intelligent of units. He's here, and what does he do, Toast?
He's alright. So he got the usual, int extreme 3 key 120%, super gets 1 key 50. His passive is attack is 100% up, and when HP is 30% or above. So basically all the time, you get an additional 70% up. His super attack does immense damage and recovers 12% of his HP.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't get any good links. He got the boo package
He got the
with big
boot.
bad bosses, which isn't even gonna be good considering you're gonna recover HP if you link with, say, Buhan,
Well, we'll see. You could,
his best friend.
considering that we're about to have a boss that literally does non-stop supers, I'm actually kind of doubtful that we're gonna be into this. We're gonna suddenly have still a buttload of HP, but we'll see. Again, this card isn't released, so nobody knows anything. And so, because another dog lead was released, the sub has decided that we should automatically start fighting each other. Uh, it's terrible. I think I've actually started to hate every single time a new leader is about to be released. Because it literally turns into a fight of
Yeah.
a
What's your opinion on Kid Buu?
I think he's good. I don't understand. Like, I woke up and then there was a lot of people like saying like, "Oh, he's shit," and I was like, "What? Okay, fine, whatever."
I was saying stuff on Twitter at first, but I guess I've had time to think about it, and basically, he's a good unit,
Yeah,
but he only brings part of what it needs.
it's true. This is all true.
Because Int did need damage, and he brings that, but I feel like there's stuff missing.
No, there definitely is, and the funny thing is that the same thing we could say about Cooler when he was released. That's the exact same thing where Cooler had. Well, the only difference is that Cooler had good links. Is that Cooler came out, he was really good, and people were like, "All right, physical's almost there." And then like a week later, they released the card that's like, "Okay, I guess physical's just here now." Like all the complaints we had were fixed by a single card. And I feel
Yeah.
like the same thing is basically the same for Int now, is that they need that one card. And until then, their Int teams are going to be able to beat events. They're just not going to be super amazing at it like the others are. And I can only say experience for Super Saiyan 4 Goku because guess what? That's the only leader I ever pulled. Oh, actually, Cooler. I pulled Cooler in the LR Gohan account.
Except no one ever uses Cooler.
Except for no one fucking uses Cooler. Not even the friends I have all use like base Dokkan Cooler, and it's the most annoying shit ever. No one uses Cooler, and no one uses Android 17. And now they've released another leader that I'm not even 100% sure anyone's gonna use. It's weird. I don't like how, like, in the beginning I was like, okay, the way these leaders are coming out makes sense, and now I feel like they've divided basically everyone.
Yeah.
It
It
feels
sucks because
yeah.
it was like in the old set, you had like 5 cards, all were amazing.
Yeah.
And everyone usually was running in one of them. And you could easily find, what you needed.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
But, and then you have like 10 of these.
Yeah.
So it's going to be way harder to find just that one lead you want to run.
Mm-hmm. So even if let's say so I'm whole hog on Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If I pull that Majin Buu, I'm straight fucked. I'm out of luck. No one else in my team has it. They all run either Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Goku. And now I'm with this Kid Buu that I would love to try out and actually play with, but now I have to like go through all these extra fucking steps to actually use them. So now the game is super divided in a way that I'd never actually expected it to be until we're now deep into it. I actually want all these leaders to be released so we can move on to something else. Because I think...
Let's just go to the hero leads already.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to say it now. These leaders were a mistake. The way everything that they've rolled these out, it's terrible.
It's a good concept.
Yes, terrible
but
execution.
Seems really poorly done. If they would have done what they're doing with the LRs, but like did it for just like what if we just swapped the LRs and the current meta?
Yeah, I would like that. I would actually prefer better than 90% leads.
That would actually be really good because with like the LRs, there's a huge incentive to going for them. You get that extra in total 60%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would prefer that much more than what we currently have, because the way we have it currently right now, it's a bummer. Everything about playing Dokkan right now is a bummer, which makes me understand why people are going back to global, because that was back to a time where everything made sense. And I'll just say it again. This is another case of the Super Saiyan Force coming in and ruining everything.
That's just how GT does.
God damn it. They got one last one on us. But yeah, Kid Boo's coming. His event will be here soon. I actually like Kid Boo. I think he was an okay. I just wish he had like one key link, but other than that, we'll just have to wait and see if any cards get released. Because again, every complaint we could ever have about that team, it won't matter because Bandai could release a single card and everything will be fine. That's all it takes. Alright.
I never, I guess, cared for the boos. Like, I thought Buhan was alright.
Funny
Just the kind of, well, I guess just the stages of Super Boo I liked.
I liked him when he was with the Go Tanks. That's actually the Boo I like most. Like, that was actually the weird thing for me was that I until I played Dokkan, I had no idea that so many people cared about Buhan. I just thought he was just like some weird. I never took it as like, oh, that's Buhan. No, I just took it that's Super Boo with a new outfit.
Yeah, I guess I like the stages of Super Boo mainly because they have like actual character and talk, unlike the others.
I don't know, Majin Buu had a lot of character when he was Fat Boo. He turned that guy into milk and fed it to the blind boy.
Well, I guess like in just comparison to Kid Boo.
Oh yeah, actual Kid Boo.
Because Kid Boo is just destroy.
It's true, but that was actually one of the funniest moments when he turned Kid Boo. When they were like, there was like a swerve where you were expecting it to be like Final Form or Perfect Cell, where they were like, oh ho ho, hello, this is my perfect form. Let us talk, Goku, and let me set up a turn. Where Kid Boo was just like, he looked, blow up, moving on.
Yeah.
For that
just
one
straight
moment,
out of the gates, Kid Boo blew up Earth.
Yeah, like there was no talking to him. He was literally just like, oh, shit. We're kind of used to villains just kind of talking for a bit. That'd be nice if you were to... No? Okay. It's literally like fighting a disturbed child. Doesn't listen. Just straight up blows up everything. Which I appreciate, but I can understand people preferring the other type of villains as well. Especially because Kid Buu is, again, very stupid. But hey, what can you do? Next up, oh man, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do this, but we'll get into 2 or 3 of these because we got a lot of people sending in their applications to want to be the next Global Penta, or be
and we don't have Penta here, and
we don't have Penta here at all.
And he's actually playing Global now.
I know, that's actually maybe the saddest thing is that, by the way, Penta's playing Global now, so Global Penta, you might accidentally have competition for Global Penta. Because Penta has forsaken his ways. But I'm gonna read 2 of these. I don't want to read many because we have to wait for actual Penta to be here to read these. So he can judge them. But we'll judge them based on their Pentaness, like a 1 out of 5 Penta scale. Are you ready?
Sure.
Alright. Hey, Modcast. Dennis971 here. Did you see that you want... God damn it. Frickin' my friends keep talking, so now that beeping... You're gonna hear a lot of beeping in Discord. Maybe that's why I secretly didn't want to record on Discord. It's because of those beeps. And I don't know how to stop them.
I think you turn the noise off. I don't know.
How can you turn the noise off? Anyway, back to reading these Global Pentas. Hey, Modcast, Dennis971 here. Did you say you want a Global Penta? I could be a Global Penta. I do only play Global. Wish I could quit, but I'm sucked in. Trunks that I have physical Super Trunks with SA2. I'll max him out if it makes me a Penta. I also have an STR one. Maxing him out makes me more of a Penta. If you want, I'll invest orbs in them. My Cyborg Tau and Mecha Frieza can wait. Accent, I'm from New Jersey, so shit. Love for 18. Unclear if Penta hates 18, or am I supposed to be the opposite of JP Penta? Shouldn't I love 18? I hate Shigesh. Does that count? Luck, I never get shafted in the ticket banner because I never got my tickets.
Oh no, that's the worst.
If you need more reasons to why I should be Penta, I'll write an article. Okay, so out of 1 for 5, how Penta do you think that this user is? Right now, I'm leaning towards like a 4 out of 5 Penta. He's like almost there.
Heck yeah.
Like getting fucked out of the ticket banner may be the ultimate sign of a Penta. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna give you
I
Dennis.
think if he actually did hate 18
He'd be perfect
and
Penta.
love Shugesh, yeah, he'd be like perfect Penta.
He'd be perfect
Though no
global
one
Penta.
should love Shugesh. Like, I'll make an exception for that.
Yeah, fair enough. One moment. My dog is now saying what she thinks about this Penta. Okay, I'll give that a 4 out of 5 Penta. Definitely one of the top tier Pentas. All
Pretty
right,
good start.
pretty good start. Hey Wokey, I'm user Beelzebub06 on Reddit. How's the bird? He's doing all right. All right, so I know you're looking for a global Penta, and you gave me some prerequisites, so here goes. Only play global. Well, no, but it's what I play the most and spend small amounts on occasionally. I've got a Japan account just to try new stuff out, but it still needs a lot of love, which it doesn't get. Accent. Full-blown American here. Came from Utah, so I don't pronounce my T's as I say mountain, so there's that. Android 18. I don't hate her, but I feel she's unimportant like most of the DB cast. Haha. I don't know. She's meh, so yeah, there's that. Physical trunks. Nope. I've actually got a really good luck for someone who has maybe dropped $100 on the game, as if that. I don't know if that can keep track, and it's mostly Google rewards or gift cards, but I'll attach my global in Japan, and he did, and it's a pretty good box from what I can see. So as you can see, I fall short of the goal, but this is why I'm really emailing you. I want to be the voice of global regardless. You guys brush over a bit and catch a few points, but I don't really voice very well what goes on in global. It's more that you just read off some negative reactions you've seen, as so being someone who prefers global out of the two, I think I can help you and be the global expert per se. I can't promise I'll make it in every episode, but I can do most, which I think you're only one in all of them anyway, so maybe you've missed one, I don't know. I get that it's
Wait,
a long...
did we promise a position on the Modcast for this?
We did not. I get that it's a long stretch since I have no fan following appeal or anything, but I have not done anything in the sub besides make a few unnoticed posts and comments, but that's always hoping to attempt, right? Anyway, regardless, I love the Modcast, been listening since you started, and I'll continue to do so. I'd love to hear back. Sincerely, Beelzebub. So let's unpack a lot of this, because right now he's basically here telling us, hey, I'm basically not a Penta. He is maybe the exact opposite of Global Penta in many ways. What do you feel?
Because, yeah, he has good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe...
Plays
one
both
or
accounts.
two.
Doesn't hate Android
Yeah,
18.
he plays both.
Doesn't even have
I
a
mean,
trunks.
It's like Penta plays both now. Yeah.
Penta does now.
No trunks.
His one point that he makes, which is actually a good one about playing global, is now kind of mute, because now everyone else on the Modcast plays, except for you have not started yet, but you've thought about it. But a lot of other mods that are now playing global. So, it is a long stretch. But to be fair, he did maybe the most ballsy Penta move, which was he knew for a fact that he was unqualified for the job, but he still went for it. So, I want to feel at least that deserves a 2 out of 5 Penta.
I'd give it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, being generous. He's got the balls of a Penta with none of the Penta flavor around him.
Attributes.
Yes, exactly. He's got, he wears the skin of the Penta without being the Penta. Kind of like when an ancient warrior will wear the skin of an animal. Similar to that. Alright, this is our last for the Penta until we get actual Penta up in here. Hello mods, I am Spicy Memes 101 Global Wiki, and I think I'm qualified to be Global Penta. I hate Android 18, really am fed up with the jokes, I don't like her in game. I have been told I have a Canadian accent. I am Canadian, and I only play global. I have spent 800 stones on Super Vegeto's banner, and I pulled Physical Broly, and the Brohan, Broku, and Broten. I have spent 750 stones on God Tank's banner, and pulled every variant of Gotenks except for Super Saiyan Gotenks, and I pulled literally 7 dupes of Intelligent Cell. I did all the Christmas banner summons and pulled 3 Gogeta cards and 0 God leads. It is at the point I traded my global for a new global account to try and start anew. With my current account, I spent 700 plus stones on Omega Shenron banner, and I pulled only 3 Sin Shenrons, Broku, Broten, and a Nueva Shenron. Finally, on the God ticket banner, I got 69 tickets, and I pulled Physical Fat Boo, dupe, Agility Super Saiyan Goten, Physical Kid Boo, and Janemba. Here's my blocks for global. Thanks for reading all this. Spicy memes. Holy shit, spicy memes. That is something else. So, let's unpack this first. Not many.
This guy's
Go ahead.
he's got an accent.
Yep.
He hates 18.
He hates 18. Plays
Bad
global.
luck.
Bad luck. He's got 69 tickets. Got it.
This is like the embodiment of.
He pulled on that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and much like Penta, got everything but Gotenks. Oh man, I think this might be our first 5 out of 5 Penta.
I'd say 5 out of 5, actually, yeah.
That's a 5 out of 5 Penta. So we'll leave it at here. We have plenty more to go through. But right now, Spicy Memes, one of the first to get 5 out of 5 Penta. We have another with a 2 out of 5 Penta and a 4 out of 5 Penta. Again, I want to thank everyone who sends in their applications. It's a wonder to read as we continue to look for Global Penta. Even though Spicy Memes has a 5 out of 5 Penta, that does not mean that you can also not get a 5 out of 5 Penta. So we'll join this again next week on the search. All right.
We'll have to have a special thing for all the 5 out of 5 pentas.
Yes, of course. We will. Anyone who
A final
embodies
challenge.
Exactly. We'll think of something. Don't worry. We'll do you right. And I closed that application knowing that I still needed to look through it to look at actual questions. So now that maybe I'm also Penta. Who knows? Okay, one moment. Let me get to the questions. Okay, so the questions, again, is impressiveninjaskills@gmail.com. Send any questions that you have to that email. It can be about anything. It is a safe place. If you feel that the topic, if your question is not, if you feel, never feel, what's the word? Never feel scared to send us a question. How about that? Sound good?
We have Wokey Needs Money. Send your nickels.
Send your nickels to Wokey Needs Money. Always do that. All right, question. And remember, try and send only one question. If you send more than one, we will only answer one. Hi, I've been listening to the Modcast since the first time, and I've listened to each one 3 or more times. Anyway, here's my question. Which Tur card art is your favorite, and which one is your least favorite? I was also watching GT recently and captured this shot that Wokey may like. I mean, it totally looks like Pan is trying to grab Trunks' dick. Starhan. And he's right, it totally does look like that. So, for that reason, I think we should answer both these questions, because he sent us a picture of what looks like that. Let's see, Tur card arts. I think I have to kind of go with Kitty O'Reilly. I mean, it's the greatest Tur art ever.
That's a good one.
She goes from...
I think Super Saiyan 3 Angel is pretty good, and Rose. I like Rose.
Rose is real good, too. You're right.
Rose is my favorite card in the game for anyone who still hasn't figured it out. I love Super Saiyan Rose.
No, understandable. The hair is real nice. I've actually gotten to the point where I no longer see Goku and it's just literally Rose.
It's like it's Goku Black and you got Rose and it's beautiful and I love it.
It's a beautiful.
Couldn't tell my favorite arc is the Goku Black arc.
Of course.
That was a great arc. I miss it.
I have not seen it yet, but I'll agree.
Oh, if you'll enjoy it, I'm sure.
Is it? Will I enjoy it more than GT?
Of course.
Goes without saying.
GT is GT, but I mean, the only issue with the Black Arc is they try and use time travel, and I'm sure you know how that goes in media.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm a fan of a lot of time travel shit.
There's a lot of plot holes, but it's fun.
Yeah. All right, next question. Do you think it'd be socially acceptable to call the new LR Vegeta the LR Jimmy Neutron? His head is big enough to remind me of a character from the show, and his essay quote might as well be, "Got a blast." That's all. Enjoy the show. That's from a Jimmy Neutron fan. I mean, it's...
I can only see him as Jimmy Neutron now.
I mean, he kind of does have a pretty big head. They made it slightly bigger than it needed to be, which is why probably when that card was released, we had a lot of people trying to fix his head. But I feel that's just mean to Vegeta. Yeah. I'm fine with that. I mean, you can call that in secret Jimmy Neutron. Anyway. Abe Modcast, D-Moose from the subreddit here. My question is, what villain LRs would you like to see? Yes, it's D-Moose. What villain LRs would you like to see happen and why? Frieza, the Ginyu Force, and the androids were all good picks, but there are a lot more to work with. In before Wokey says Boss Rabbit. Also, all hail Aurelie, our Lord and Savior. She will forever be my World Tournament Queen. Hashtag fuck LR Vegeta. Love watching you guys keep up the good content. I agree.
Extreme LR, huh?
Extreme LR, yes. Another one to join the pantheon that is First Form Frieza, the Ginyu Force, and the androids.
My dream LR is a combo card. Zamasu and Rose.
That'd be interesting.
Because it would just be great. It's like you have them both, like, just have the shot with them both on the rooftop. Got thunder in the background. It's dark future. Ooh, that'd be beautiful. And then they do their sick combo attacks for 18 key.
Would one of their arts literally be just them like doing that spin fusion thing?
Their TU art, their TUR art should be the hug. Because I don't know if you've seen.
I've seen the
gif
hug.
of them hugging. It's beautiful.
It brings a tear to the eye. And as for me, let me see. I would really like. Okay, I'll give two examples. One that I would love for a joke LR, and the other one I would legit like. I would like a Emperor Pilaf LR.
That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be pretty great. If you want to do it where it's literally like their SSR form is them in DB, and then their Tur art is them turning into babies because the start of Super, and then by the beginning of Super is literally, and then their LR is literally them just as kids. I would like that. I wouldn't mind that. I would love some more Emperor Pilaf love that isn't just here's some items.
What if their SSR is just that agility peel off and the other adds the other two?
That'd be pretty good too. And for an actual legit one, I would love if they were able to do Demon King Piccolo. Just do the old form.
I think he's deserving of an LR.
Yeah, definitely. And you can even have the thing where you can have other subordinates in there. We can use like fucking, what is it, Taiko Drum and Symbol and all those other dudes. He can be like helping out in his LR stuff. That's what I'd like. Boss Rabbit is cool, but we have a Boss Rabbit card, and I would like a better version of old Demon King Piccolo. And yes, all hail Aurelie. Fuck LR Vegeta. I agree. Hashtag. Next question. What do you guys think of our new scapegoat at Bandai, Chad? I like him. MCN. Do we have a new... Was that what's going on in the subreddit? Is that the new meme, Toast?
What?
Is it Chad? Do you know Chad?
Sorry, I'm on the final boss. I'm not paying as much attention anymore.
I can tell, but I'm still going to be asking you questions, because this is a two.
Yeah, go ahead. Just repeat the question.
What do you feel about our new scapegoat, Chad?
I don't know who Chad is.
Good answer, because when you said that, you basically like turned into a robot. I'll say sure.
I don't know who Chad is.
I'll say go ahead. Anything that stops people from blaming the mods for everything, go ahead.
I'll be fine with it if we can stop the Shugesh memes already. Please, for the love of God, stop the Shugesh memes. I'm sick of it.
Nope. Alright, which DBZ fight do you think is the most important to the franchise? IMO, it's Frieza versus Planet Vegeta, but I'd like to see what you guys think. The artist formerly known as Purple Hands. Now, this one is weird because it's not asking us what do we like the most. It's literally, what do you think is the most important? Toast, you're on a boss battle. I'm going to have to ask you, what is the most important fight in DBZ history?
Probably Goku and Frieza. I'm going to be honest.
It's Goku versus Frieza? I mean, yes. If you actually looked at it, it's Goku versus Frieza because that's the only fight that has 22 episodes to it. It's stupid long.
Because, like, yeah, finally redeem the Saiyan race. You bring out Super Saiyan, which they really need it. Because imagine the later arcs without Super Saiyan.
It'd be completely weird. It'd just be nothing but Kaioken times 1,000. I mean, that's basically what Super Saiyan...
It has a limit of 20, though.
It does?
It does. It legitimately has a limit of 20.
Huh. I had not known that. Well, that's something else. What can you use, like, 2 Kaiokens at the same time, though? Can you go Kaioken inside Kaioken?
I don't know.
These are all questions that we need to ask King Kai. For me, what fight do you think is most important to the franchise? I mean, it might actually legitimately be the one you chose. If not that one, then the very first one with Kid Goku versus Jackie Chun. I'll say that's the most important because Jackie Chun blew up the moon at the end. And that's always fun.
Oh, well, apparently there is a times 100, but that's only against Lord Slug, so I don't know if we want to count that.
I mean, someone has to acknowledge Lord Slug. Why not us?
Yeah, it's just not as canon.
It's true. It's true. And with that, that's everything, man. So I want to thank Toast for joining me. Hopefully next week.
This is almost a just single cast.
This was very, very, very close to me just being. I'm gonna pop up fucking Shovel Knight, and I'm gonna talk and yell into this microphone.
Yo, dude, Shovel Knight is great.
Shovel Knight is great. You know what? Fucking next party, Shovel Knight party. It's just gonna be me playing Shovel Knight because it's great. It's a fantastic video game. That's a game I can
Final
finish.
battle against Mr. Hat.
That's pretty great too. And also, if we made that the party, I could guarantee that I could actually beat that game because I've beaten Shovel Knight before. I still need to beat Plague Knight and the
it's
other.
difficult, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's
Plague Knight is fun.
I mean, Plague Knight is fucking. Oh god, playing as Plague Knight is the most fun shit ever because it's literally just like you tossing shit. It's just like woo, woo, woo. And he moves all good and shit. It's great. It's fantastic. Shovel Knight is now out on Steam. You should definitely buy it. Buy Shovel Knight.
I might have pirated it.
You should
I feel
buy...
bad for it. I really do want to buy it at some point. It's just,
You
teenager, no money.
No, fair enough. You're in a different class in which I understand. I was your age once and had no money. And I'm old. I'm my age and barely have any money. So anyway, if you were thinking of buying stones, don't buy stones and just buy Shovel Knight instead. That's actually a good company.
How about the? Oh yeah, they have that sale on Global. It's 20% off the 90 stone pack, and you get it 15 times.
Wait, what?
It's like, who's gonna buy it 15 times?
I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. This is the end of the show now, though. So I want to say goodbye to everyone. Hopefully next week there'll be more people. Keep sending in your Penta stuff. I should also set a deadline at a certain point, so I'll say 2 weeks from now is when the cutoff for Penta will end.
Goodbye, I love all of you.